розкажу. Мама, я не плачу, просто не сміюсь. Мама, скоро я приїду додому, вип'єм чаю або коли з ромом. Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу.
Привіт, YouTube, це дядько Momo, YouTube channel, де я розповідаю свої відверті думки про талановитих музикантів з усього світу, як відомих, так і маловідомих артистів. Я обіцяю вам, що новини публіка, що ви не будете розчаровані зовсім. Приєднуйтесь до мого каналу, де підписуйтесь, де викривай, де разом зі мною талановитих артистів. Now, my next reaction, Christina Solovey, Call My Mother, just released about 4 days ago. Is it Podзвонити мамі? Подзвонити мамі. I don't know how, is that how you pronounce it? I suppose Call My Mother has a lot of things you can talk about regarding Call My Mother. I just want to find out what she thinks about it. Call My Mother is... I suppose men call my mothers dad. No, women call their dads, don't they? And men call their mothers. That's the way how I see it. The connection is, I believe, more. Men have more connection with their mothers, and the women have more connections with their dads. I think that's the way how it's always been. I don't know the reason why. Don't ask me. We can talk about it all day long. It will confuse everybody else. This particular. Christina Solovey says, presents a single and the music called Call My Mum. This is a third single from Rosa Ventorum's upcoming quadrilogy album. 4 albums, okay. Christina continues to tell her personal story and presents a song message for Mother's Day, which celebrates on Ukraine on the May the 14th. Christina Solовій about a song called Mother was written during the crisis period, which she has already erased from memory. Only remembered that she has a good wing. Everything came together at once in such times, and she especially keeps her style, grit her teeth, and continues her business. At such times, she seems insincere and pretentious because even to herself, she really just wants to call her mum. I get it. You just want that person to say, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You know, you just need that somebody else, that reassurance. For any kind of thing. A point of reference. And I think what it is, it's like home. It's a point of reference. As in a young child, when you go out into the world, you feel confident to go out in the world because you've got a point of reference. You can always come back. You know? You always know where that point of zero is. And I think that is with your parents as well. Calling your mum, you know that point of zero. You know that if anything, whatever, blah, 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 point of reference, call mum, call dad. I get that. So I love that tribute to what it signifies and what it represents. We see the way how Christina Solovey presents herself within this and what it means to her. So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу. Мама, я не плачу, просто не смію. Мама, скоро я приїду додому, вип'єм чаю або коли з ромом. Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу. Не пізно і не рано зачиняти двері, лікувати чужі люди і їх драми, а я просто хочу подзвонити мамі.
Hats off to the producer. I've got to find out who that is.
Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу. Мама, я не плачу,
I see where you're going with the music. It's kind of folk.
я приїду додому, вип'єм чаю або коли з ромом. Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу.
Все розкажу. Hear that? Something told me that was Yatek. That, was that Yatek?
Рано рахувати втрати і ховати шрами, такі як твої. Мама, кажуть, я на тебе
She was
дуже
amazing with the,
схожа стала.
Collaboration with Artem Pivovarov. And now she's just in her own steps and strides, and I like that. There's some really good Ukrainian artists coming out.
Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу.
I love the way how they're persevering through these troubling times.
Мама, я не плачу, просто не смію. Мамо, скоро я приїду додому.
Мама, скоро
або
приїду
коли з
додому.
ромом. Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу.
Все розкажу.
Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу. Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу. Мама, я не плачу, просто не смію. Я не плачу, я не плачу, я не плачу. Мамо, скоро я приїду додому. Вип'єм чаю або коли з ромом. Мама, я тобі колись все розкажу.
Like I said before, point of reference.
Алло? Алло?
So that was Christina Solovey with Podзвонити мамі, Call My Mother. She has come in leaps and bounds since the Artem Pivovarov collaboration for that amazing anime film, which has already been released out. What direction is she going in? I just think that she's just having a good time working with, I know it sounds like various different music producers just to find that sound. With her vocals, as you can see, she can do the ballad, she can do the drama, she can do now sort of like, I thought this was like a contemporary folk bring into a modern kind of terms. So you had that lovely urban kick and beat, but the guitar reference and everything else, which I think was played by Yatek, it just sounds like a Yatek kind of thing. But it could be Artem Pivovarov. I believe that he can play the guitar as well. But I felt that it was a folk element brought up into a modern kind of term. So you had this lovely fusion, and you just had this lovely concept on top of the track. The visuals, amazing. Like I said, you cannot fault Ukrainians when it comes to the visuals and what it means. Way before the war started, it was the same kind of thing. Significance, certain things was in there. And the same thing right there. There's going to be so many women out there that's going to relate to this particular song. When I read the what she put down in her description page regarding mums, I thought it was a point of reference. But as you're looking into the video, it was more about she wanted to tell her mum something that was going on, and she couldn't really bear to do that yet. But she promised that she would tell her when I get home. It's that kind of thing, like going out to the world and they're doing something that, you know, their parents may not agree with, or I don't know, or would object to. So it's very hard to tell your parents, but you know that's the only person that you could indeed tell, that you want, you know, like I said, point of reference. There's always that kind of thing of, if you're going to take 3 or 4 steps forward and in the back of your head is what would my mum or what would my parents think about it, then you know you shouldn't do it. It's as simple as that. But you are an adult going into the world, and they've instilled the best things that they can instill into you. So they know as a parent that you're going to make mistakes and everything else. But what they have instilled in you, what the things that they have taught you, would be the point of reference. Anytime when you're getting in too deep, you always got that number. You always got that house, that address. And that's nice to put that into terms of a music video and the lyrical contents that will have an impact to many, many people. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom.
Мама, скоро я приеду. навколо.